Okay, this one is good to go. It's got the y by itself. What do I need to do for this one real quick? What needs to move? What's over there with the y? 2x plus y. What's over there with the y? 2x. So I'm going to just subtract it over. Okay, just move it over here so it says y is greater than, and I just like to write my x first. Negative 2x plus 2. Now let's graph them both. Okay, so the first one, what number do I go to? I'm going to do this one in purple. What number do I go to? Negative 3, right there. Negative 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, hold on. Let me pause all this for just a second. I'm going to have to calibrate this. Now, this one y'all said I'm going to go down to negative 3, right? So I know you can't see this. This is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, negative 3. What's my slope? 2. So from this point, where do I go? Up 2 and over 1. Then yesterday, we learned dotted or solid lines. So is this dotted or solid? Dotted. So I'm going to draw it the best I can. Little dotted line. Okay, then it says y is less than that. So where is less than that line? Above it or below it? Below it. So I would just go down. So one way you can do it if you're going to use the same color is like you can do stripes. Everybody see that? I'm going to do different colors though because I like that better. Now, the other one, I'm going to start at what number? 2. So I'm going to go up 1, 2. From there, where do I go?
Up, down 2 over 2.
Down 2 over 1. Is this one a dotted or solid line? Dotted. So I'm going to just draw my dotted line. Okay, and where do I shade? It says y is greater than. So from here, I'm just going to go up. And then I might just do, either use a different color, or I'll just kind of do these horizontal lines. Now, do y'all see where the answer is? The answer is actually this little plaid triangle. Does everybody see that? That's my answer. Where the blue, that's actually purple, but it looks dark blue and light blue. Where these two things cross is actually my answer. Do y'all kind of get that? So it's just a picture. Okay, there's no like answer for it that I'm going to have to write out. That's the picture.
I think it is.
So it's everything we've done. We're just graphing 2 of them together. So if you can graph, you're good to go on this. Let me do some more so we get used to it. Let me see if I have new ink. I think this ink's just give out. I'll calibrate that board when I give y'all your worksheet in a little bit.
Is that what today's lesson is about?
Let's see. I've got graphing, and then a plug and play, which you can also y'all have also done that. It's just putting things together. Let's see if this works this time. I thought that's better. Don't y'all think that looks better? A little bit? Okay. This one, let me do y is greater than or equal to negative x plus 5. Equal to negative x plus 5. And I'll do, let me try like a green color. I'm trying to find colors that stand out. Or I'll do pink, actually. Okay, this one is negative 3x plus y is less than or equal to negative 4. So top equation top inequality is good to go. I got the y by itself. What about this one right here? What needs to move? This negative 3x is on the wrong side. How do I move it? Yep, add it over here. So I will, and I like to write my x first. So y less than or equal to 3x, and that's a minus 4. Okay, so I'm going to graph my top one. It says plus 5, so I'm going to go up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From there, where do I go? That says negative 1, an understood negative 1. So where do I go from this blue point? Down 1 and over 1. Is this one, so that's my 5, and then my down 1 and over 1. Is it a dotted or solid line? Solid. Why is it solid? It has the equal to sign underneath. So you're going to include every point. So you make it a solid line. Now, do we shade above it or below it? Yeah, it says greater than, so we're going to shade above it. So I'm just going to do like this. Okay, everybody good with that one? Now let's do our other one. The starting line, our starting point on this one is -4. -1, 2, 3, 4. From there, where do I go? Here. Up 3 and over 1. Up 1, 2, 3 and over 1. Dotted or solid line?
Solid.
Solid because it's equal to. Okay, I know that's not the best line. Okay, now do I shade above it or below it? It's the less than sign, which means it's below it. So where do you, if that confuses you, just start at a point. Okay, just pick a point on that line, and since it's below it, just go down. Oh, okay, that's the side I'll shade on. All underneath that pink line. There we go. Where's the answer?
Plaid.
Yeah, this little pink and blue area. That's the answer. Not that blue area, not that pink area. Where they cross, that's the answer. Are we good with that one? Mm-hmm. Yes. Let me see if I have another one. I do have where we write from a graph. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let's do this one. I'll need to look in the book. I'll try to write on the board. It's going to adjust. Okay, this one wants my inequalities. Okay, what inequalities match this graph? We did this yesterday, right? Where we just did one inequality. How many lines do I have here? 2. So I'm going to write 2. Is that here on the board? Yeah. So I'll do red and blue are their color lines. So I'll do red for my red inequality and blue for my blue one. So let's look at this one. It goes through this point. Let me try again. There we go. It's getting closer, I think. It starts at that point. Is everybody see? And then what's my slope? I'm not down 1 and over 1. It looks like I'm down 1 and over how many? 2. Look. There we go. So I'm going to write my slope is down 1. This is crazy how bad this is all.
How did it get off?
I don't know.
Is that it right there? How you does it?
I got to do, hold on. I don't know what happened. 360. Okay, that's close enough. There we go. All right, so let me just try to write. So it's down 1 and over 2, x. And then what's my starting point? Plus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 5. So y, this is so difficult. Okay, let me write it over here. Y is, are we less than, greater than that line? The red one. Are we above it or below it? We're less than, so I'm going to put the less than sign. Is it equal to? No, it's a dotted line. What that's supposed to say, y is less than -1/2 x plus 5. Does everybody know where we got those numbers from? Yes, no. Plus 5 is because I'm up here at 5. -1/2 is because I went down 1 and over 2 to get to a point. Okay, less than because I shaded below that red line, and it's not equal to because it's dotted.
That's what we did yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did a couple of these yesterday. Now let's try the blue line because there's 2 of these. So the blue line, where is this one at? Right there. What number is that at? -1. Okay, now how much do I go to get to the next one? Looks like it's up 1 and over 1, right? So my slope is 1. And on the blue line, let's see, it's kind of hard to tell in the book. It looks like both sides are shaded, doesn't it? But where is the darker area? Can y'all see? There's a white area, and then what do you notice right here? Do you see, like it's kind of hard to tell, but it's a golden darker area. Let me see if the light helps. Yeah, does that help a little bit? Maybe not. Probably not. Okay, but this is like way more gold down here. So where is it shaded under? It's under the blue line, right? It's below it. So we're looking at a less than sign, and is it equal to?
Yeah.
It's a dot, it's a solid line. So it is equal to. So we're saying y is less than or equal to, and what was my slope again? 1x. And then what was my starting point? -1, -1. Y is less than or equal to x minus 1. Let's do another one. Okay? I think I'll put a piece of paper on my book and write on my paper. Because that's terrible. Alright. Let's see. This one right here. Okay, they shaded in blue and they shaded in yellow. So can you tell on this one? I'm wanting to say to that. Can you tell? Yeah, okay. I think I might have done the other one. I might have said the colors wrong on the other one. Anyway, we'll go with that. We'll go with what I said. Okay, this one, don't look for the golden color. Let's look for the light yellow. It's so much easier to tell in the book. The color's not working. Look, this right here, this is where we're looking for. Okay, is everybody good with that? The other one, I kind of told you wrong, but it was hard to tell on the screen. Look, it's staying in there. How did that stay in there? That's how, I don't know. Okay, let's look at the red line. Let's see, what's our starting point on the red line? It's not gonna work. Right here. What number is that at?
1.
1. And then what does it look like our slope is on this one? This is
Up 1 over 2.
up 1, no, on the red line.
Oh,
down 1 over 2. Does everybody see that? So my slope, let me get some paper. For this one, oops. Let's see. Am I above that line or below that line? Below it. So I'm going to say y is less than, it's a dotted line. Okay, and you said my slope was down 1 and over 2. And my starting point was right here at 1. Everybody good with that one? Okay, now let's look at the blue line. Okay, so let me erase this in here, and let's look at this blue line. All right, what's my slope of the blue line?
-2.
Well, it's up 1
over 2.
It's a positive 1 over 2.
Where it starts at.
And then are we shaded below or above it? Below it. So I'm going to say y is less than, but what's wrong with that? Y is less than, it's a solid line. So what else am I going to put? Equal. Less than or equal to. And we said we're going up 1 and over 2 in front of my x. And what's my starting point on this one?
-1.
Also 1. There's my 2 inequalities. Are we good with that one? Kinda? Yeah? Okay, because you'll have 2 of those. I think that might be everything except, hold on, there's one thing wrong with your worksheet. It cut off a number. It's +2. Look, on your worksheet, if you would write, this is your little inequality on your worksheet. Is the ordered pair of solution, that's supposed to be a 2. Okay? Everybody see that? So just write that when you get your paper. What are you going to do with this ordered pair right here? That's an X and that's a Y. What do you think you'll do? Plug it in and see if it works. So I would write, is 7 greater than 9/14 times 4 plus 2? if you don't know what the right side of this is, what can you do with that? Plug it in your calculator, okay, and figure it out. Are we good with that? All right. I'm going to save this one for Hayden and Harper because they're not here, and I want to make sure that they see that that's +2. Okay, so